I really got into precious metals, physical silver mainly, and a sort of anti-establishment type kind of vibe that I was coming from really, and PMs were the thing that I was sold on, and then in sort of late 2011, I got it's like a newsletter came through my letterbox, um, like a financial one, but it had an article about Bitcoin in it. I was like, reading it, I thought, that's interesting. Quite like the sound of that. So I sort of dug a little bit deeper and kind of got into it. So this was around about October, November, sometime 2011, and so I decided to start mining Bitcoin on my laptop. Um, just found a pool
The good
somewhere.
old
I can't even
days,
remember what
eh?
it was called. It was crazy, and I burnt my laptop out doing it, and completely burnt out the motherboard. So I've got a laptop in the loft, which has got about, I don't know, I think it's got about three-quarters of Bitcoin on it, which I don't even know how to get at anymore. I don't even know
Yeah,
if the
oh
pool still
no.
exists.
Oh no.
It's, so I'm kind of, it's actually my original NFT. So I've got this laptop which I'm kind of thinking one day I'm going to hang it on the wall, and I'm going to look at it and sort of say, yeah, oh, how much is this worth now?
Yeah,
As
yeah.
Bitcoin starts moving up in value. So
That's
so
funny.
yeah, it's just, that was like how it started. The stupid thing was, really, I mean, at that point I'd have been better off just buying it, because it was like $1. So $100 of it, and I'd be
Right,
laughing. But
right.
having said that, I always maintain that pretty much anyone back then did not think that Bitcoin was going to be
Yeah,
50k as it is now.
yeah.
And so anyone that says that if they had known about Bitcoin in 2011 like that, they'd be wealthy, beyond compare now. I guarantee you, 99% of people won't. They'll have sold it well before $1,000. And I remember at the time thinking, oh shit, I'm behind the curve on this. This is I'm like really late to the party
Mm.
in 2011. That's just weird.
Yeah,
But
wow.
I don't know. So I kind of lost touch a little bit after that, because just general life commitments. I got quite a large family, got 5 kids, so that takes up time and is priority, and keeping food on the table, doing the things that you need to
Life.
do,
Yep.
and yeah, and most of what I kind of built up had to just normally get sold to cover things, and as you go. But eventually, kind of got back into it around about sort of 2015, 16. Started buying a little bit more then, and obviously enjoyed the bull run of 2017, which was pretty fun. I remember just constantly looking at my phone, going, literally hours, going, oh my god. At the time I was really into XVG, which is Verge, and
Right.
watching it, and it's just going up like thousands of dollars a day. I'm like, fucking hell, this is brilliant. Um, Christmas Eve of 2017, where it was, just mental. I was just like, oh my god, I must have like 42x at that point. This is just insane. And then obviously, then after that, it started crashing pretty hard. And like most people, never sold the top. Uh, Sold a bit on the way down, and made some good money, but ultimately lived through the bear market of 3 years, and just licking my wounds as I went. So, and in the middle of that, got hacked, got scammed, got all of pretty much everything in crypto I've done or has happened to me at some point or another. Like, uh, I got hacked by my Kraken account got hacked, and
Oh
I
shit.
always laugh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always laugh at that, because they say that they've never been hacked, and that's absolute bollocks. Because I know people at the time who also got hacked, and
Right.
we kind of felt that there was some sort of inside job. Someone on the inside knew, and siphoned off stuff from wallets and sold it. So my hat was, I had some XRP of all the fun things that people enjoy, and it was like 10 grand's worth of XRP just got pulled out of my wallet, sold for Ethereum, and gone.
Fuck.
Okay. Yeah. So when I saw in the hangout earlier, what's the guy's name? I'm sorry. I know his real name. I can't remember his Twitter handle, so I'm not going to say his real name. But when he said that he'd got hacked, or he's lost his Ethereum on his wallet, I was like, right. I know how that feels.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Oh.
Yeah, but shit happens, and we're in the Wild West.
Yeah, I'm lucky right now. I'm knocking on wood because I do have to. I think I do have to pay attention a little bit more to some security measures. I need to start putting some stuff on hardware wallets and whatnot. Even NFTs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure most of us are guilty of not paying enough attention to that. And in all honesty, I think that's an area that is vastly uncovered by the space. It needs to be much more resilient in sort of custody solutions, but in personal custody solutions. So I'm not interested in a kind of corporate. Oh yeah, here you go. Here's my crypto for you to hold. I'm not. That's not what we're about here.
Yeah.
We are in the DeFi world, and there needs to be just more robustness within the DeFi world. But that will come, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
I appreciate that sentiment from you. That's also good to know.
Oh, no worries. No worries. So, altcoins were always my bag. I was never really a Bitcoin fan per se. You know, it opened the doors. It's a good store of value. I'm not knocking it, but I'm not a maxi by any stretch. Because I just see the worth in so many other altcoins. You know what they do, and also at the end of the day, you know, that's where we're going to make true gains. Because if you want multipliers in value, you're not going to get it out of Bitcoin. Well, you will get something out of Bitcoin, but you won't get what we know.
Well, it's funny you say that because like I am a bit of a bit like I'm not gonna say a bit like I'm kind of am a Bitcoin maxi, but my thought is that yeah I see us moving to digital money printing before we find like the Bitcoin develops into the sound money where it has the second layer solutions that we can start transacting it potentially.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying bad Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
love what it you know portrays, what it actually is. You know, like I say, I've come from a precious metals kind of background, and you know, Bitcoin has all those properties, but is so much more portable, you know, and fungible, whatever. So, you know, you can slice a Bitcoin into multiple pieces. You know, even silver over gold was, you know, you get ounces, you get half ounces, you get, you know, tenths of an ounce.
Right.
After that, you start getting into little, you know, 1 gram things.
Right.
That's not going to cut it like Bitcoin does. So, you know, it's, yeah, store of value. Yeah, I think it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be a mainstay. And, you know, it's good to see countries starting to kind of dip their toes and stuff like that. But, you know, I do think it's kind of game over for fiat, but it's just going to kind of slowly, well, or maybe it's going to quickly move back our way, but it's coming.
I shared a video earlier in the chat of Biden talking about the U.S. credit being so strong and that they always pay their debts, but the people need to know that like we need to raise this debt ceiling so we can pay our debts. It's like, what the fuck is going on? This is the leader of the superpower of the world with the federal bank that basically runs the world. It's like, this is how their economics works? Like, what?
So we can only pay our debt if you allow us to just print more money.
Yeah.
That's just
Like,
what the fuck moment. Oh my god. So yes, so it's I mean it's only a matter of time, but it's going to be interesting if you think about all that wealth that's in the current system, and that I actually think that the race for the exits is already happening,
mm-hmm.
and they're trying to get into our space as quickly as they can, but without kind of alerting everyone. So
Yep.
this rise that we've had is a lot of traditional money trying to squeeze into the space. They do it too quickly. Yeah, you're going to have $200,000 Bitcoin
And
before you know it.
FOMO and
Um,
then
yeah, absolutely. And if you, I mean, you just look at the amount of wealth that has yet to come in. Um, even if you just took 1% of portfolios and you tried to squeeze it into crypto, it'll balloon the whole space.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's for me, it's a really interesting, situation and time we're in. Um, and we're still at the start. We're still barely past geek stage
Well,
at
I
this
think
point.
even I just seen
Uh,
Zero Hedge posted something about Soros had just cashed out some stocks and is moving some of his wealth into crypto. And it's like, yeah,
well,
when those guys are starting to do it, yeah, people are doing it already.
I always also suggest that when those guys start saying that they're doing it, they've already been doing it, and
Exactly.
now they feel like they've already been rumbled, and they've got to they've got to move it that way now. They haven't got a choice.
Mm-hmm.
They've stalled and they've pushed as much as they can to stop it from happening, but it's it's too much for them. The tipping point. I think isn't there some kind of percentage ratio with like a tipping point? It's only like I can't, it's like 7 or 9% of. I don't quite know how to describe it, but you get to a point where uh, it's sort of things are unstoppable, and
Yeah.
it's really quite low. It's 13% maybe. I don't know, but
Right.
it's not very much before boom, it's gone. It's
Right.
uh, the cat's out of the bag sort of thing. Um, so just moving on. So I obviously altcoins always my thing, and eventually I kind of gravitated towards um, a token called Amplify, and
Right.
I really liked the whole concept there. It's a sound money thing and what have you. I won't go too much into that, but the reason I mentioned that is that I got talking to a guy when I was in Amplify who is actually the dev for Yield Credit.
Mm.
And Yield Credit was the team that I was in, or still am in. And it's a lending and borrowing that on Ethereum. And we are going to be integrating onto Fantom.
Yeah,
But that's
boy.
delayed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When can I
So
stake my
it's delayed.
NFTs and take loans off my NFTs?
Well, yes, I mean that's already been discussed. I don't know how that's going to work yet, but it has been discussed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Um, but
There's a lot.
but
There's a lot of nuances to it all. Yeah.
oh, absolutely. But that's all talking points that definitely need to be discussed. But the integration has been delayed for months, partly because of chain link feeds and just third parties, waiting for third parties. So while that was happening, a group of us from the Yield team decided, well, as we're going to be integrating onto Fantom, let's let's get into Fantom. Let's really feel it and know, so we're ready. Now that group is Lord Shiva Fantom, myself, Golden, VC. I don't know VCC
Yeah.
with Degenerates, and a few others. We're kind of like that's our little sort of team, and we came and we're like, okay, yeah, let's
That's
do
an
it.
awesome little
Rather than
team.
just yeah, oh yeah,
That's an
man, they are
awesome little
cool
team.
guys. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they are the best, most genuine, people you could find,
They're
and
always hanging out in
and it's
here and in Tombhead's auction house. Like those. See, these are the teammates and the people that should be getting attention from the Fantom Foundation and
yeah,
Simone. Like Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. You know, everything that's been built to this point has been, you know, off our own backs, mostly Lord Shiva Phantom. I mean, he's the linchpin of it all. But rather than just come in and toy around in Phantom, we went, well, let's build. So that's why we started with Shiva Phantom, and it was kind of funny. This was like February, March time, something like that, I guess. Um, and there was loads of other like meme tokens and that just kind of dropping onto Phantom because
Mm-hmm.
they kind of got bored of BSC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they were rugging like you wouldn't believe. And I mean, I've got rugged off a few myself. You know, I was like, this is just ridiculous. This is turning into Binance Smart Chain. Um, but we were like, but that's not what we're here for. You know, we're here to build something and grow and really get to grips with Phantom. And so while all the others were rugging, we were just going right. You know, we're going to build a DEX and we're going to do loads of things. So that's what we did, and that's what we've been doing all this time. And you know, and in that we've built, I think, certainly Lord Chief of Phantom has built a really good um, understanding, and people know of him in the community, and
Mm-hmm.
that you know he is there as a mainstay, as a rock, and you know is good for it. You know, and that to me that's really important. You know, that's what I love about this community. It is chock full of people who are genuine, and want to build something, you know, amazing. You know, and that's the cool part of it. But we've had our trials and tribulations along the way, and like you say, I mean, we've never had the sort of Phantom Foundation backer and everything. We've done it ourselves, but that's cool. You know, it's you know the rewards are much more sweet when you know you've done it yourself.
Absolutely.
You've got in there and dug in. But one of our most darkest moments was obviously we built the decks and we've got Shiva Phantom, but we did sort of side projects as well. So VCC obviously did Degenerates, which is you know really cool and was really successful. And he's gone on to do loads of stuff on AVAX and everything as well. He's really smashing it. Um, but one of the other projects we went off and did was which was Golden's main project was Nipple Labs,
Mm.
which is like you know
Tidbits.
kind of fun. Yeah, tidbits absolutely,
I
which
love my
are
tidbits.
cool, so cool.
Yep.
How they haven't sold out, I have no
I
idea.
know. I know.
Um, have you seen the video, by the way, that he's got together?
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my god,
It is.
I fucking died.
We need to post it in here so people can see it if they haven't already. It is, yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I should find that sometime.
I'll get Golden to drop it.
Yeah,
I haven't got the
absolutely.
link offhand,
Yeah.
so yeah, so he set that up, and you know that was sort of moving nicely, and then uh, a dev that he had, a rogue dev, he switched devs, and then the first dev siphoned the liquidity out of the wallet, the team wallet. So over literally, you know, like within minutes or whatever,
Oh.
it was gone, and he was devastated,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, as you can imagine. And um, he, so being as he is, typically him, he made sure that everything got back up and running, reset the tokens, made everyone whole, but was lost out to the tune of £750,000 or dollars himself. And you know, I kind of experienced the human hurt and suffering that he was having to go through at that point, and just yeah, that was really tough to see. You know, your friend is like
Mm-hmm.
nothing you can do about it. You know, and yeah, it was no fun. So I thought, well, um, there's got to be something I can do, and so it came about because I was having a chat with VCC after Generates, and I'd kind of I'd worked out a way of creating some visuals using binary code, and I did a sort of little mock up of one of of the degenerates for VCC. And he's like, oh, that's really cool. He said, yeah, you should definitely do something like that. And he sort of jokingly said, oh, you should just like recreate CryptoPunks in binary form. And I went, all right then, why not? I'll do that. He went, you're kidding, aren't you? I said, no, why not? He said, you sure? Do you realise what you're setting yourself up for? You know, you're going to have a lot of work in
Yeah.
preparing that. I went, okay, well, I'll give it a go. I said, the reason I'm doing this is because if I can make this work, then I'm going to try and help Golden and get him back whole. So that was my kind of like initial reasoning and sort of desire to do this. And as a project, it was kind of completely in my wheelhouse because as a typographic designer, more than a graphic designer even, um, I've always loved letters, words, numbers, the whole thing. I mean, I think it's because my granddad was a sign writer back in the day, like
Oh.
proper, actually painting the for sale signs for people way before they're now screen printed, obviously,
Yeah.
things like that. But
Oh,
I used to go into his studio and the smell of the paint and the Turks and seeing all these boards and watching him do paint. Oh, it's just incredible. And I think as a kid that just I don't know, it's something within me that was like, yeah, I love this. And then I don't really remember things like Letraset catalogs and stuff like that. This is sort of back in the day, but I used to have this catalog which had all different fonts and everything in it, and I'd spend hours just like drawing fonts. And
oh, that's
so
cool.
my love of typography was like really early on. I mean, this was like I was like 8, 9, that kind of age. So yeah, so for me, uh, Binary Punks has a kind of it's bringing that typography, uh, and also I think conceptually, I think Binary Punks is really strong, and because it's like you've got
Yeah, that
you're
is
taking the
important.
original computer code.
Really cool hat.
We okay? Original computer code and like transposing it with like the cutting edge of crypto and where we are now, and then you're overlaying that on the OG of NFTs in the crypto space. So it's like amalgamation of all that together. That's it's right where what I love. It's typography in a creative way, and so I thought, yeah, let's give it a go, and it's it's been a shitload of work.
And
It's
here we are.
manually been created. Yeah, every single one had to be collated by hand. Everyone has been converted one by one and retouched and cropped and some color work, retouched color work and everything, and to where we are now. Yeah, so that's kind of that's binary punks for you. And I kind of I don't know whether this sort of makes any sense or not. I mean, I'd be interested in your kind of thoughts on this, but I kind of there's obviously really really cool projects out there, really really amazing artists. We've got humans, we've got Selleck stuff. I mean, I love his stuff,
Yeah.
and I really enjoyed listening to him doing AMA the other day, these are fantastic artists that are doing great stuff in our space, and I really am passionate about the Fantom NFT space. It's just got a really good vibe about it. A lot of good stuff happening, but I kind of feel like there needs to be like a really solid, conceptually good base layer underneath all of these really cool projects on top, which are probably often smaller mints. They might be 100, they might be 1,000, they might be 500 or whatever, because they're beautiful, artistically beautiful pieces of art. And I'm not sitting here saying that Binary Punks is comparable to Umans. For me, it's not in that sense. Conceptually, it is. Artistically, Umans is awesome. Okay, so it kind of sits above, and for me, there's like a hierarchy of all these things. But what I don't feel Phantom actually has yet is like a marquee 10K mint that we can really like feel is ours. If that
Right.
makes sense.
Right.
You know, I know this Phantom Punks, but that's kind of like a direct, like pulled from CryptoPunk onto
So
the Phantom
yeah,
chain.
I get what you're saying. It's like Portal Heads would basically be the first one, and I hate them. Um,
Yeah,
like just the way they
yeah.
went about it. So I get what you're saying.
Well, there's the way they went about it. Yeah, I understand where you come from there. I'm okay.
Mm.
I'm obviously I've got my own project here that I'm going to be launching, so I've got to be sort of understand that when I say this. But I'm not a massive fan of the way they look. Um,
Right.
but I'm all for anything that's positive on Phantom. So
Yeah.
you know that's cool. But I'm here, doing my thing, and we're trying to do it in a way that we feel comfortable about, and is going to be a positive thing for the community. So, and the other thing I look at what we've got with binary punks, and I'm like, because it's you've got the direct attributes of CryptoPunks, um, but in binary form. You kind of know which ones are, potentially have more value than others. You know
Mm-hmm.
that there are only 9 aliens and what about 20 odd zombies and about 60 apes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever pick one of those up, you've got a really rare one. Whereas I look at some other stuff and there's like, I think someone else also said this. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
It's very hard to kind of work out which ones are rare, which ones are worth having, sort of thing. So, and there's also one thing none of us know yet is how how this is going to go. Obviously, as far as how it mints, but also if it is extremely successful, fingers crossed. But if it is, where the secondary market's going to go. Because I look at all the other derivatives of punks, of the crypto punks, some of them have got ridiculous floors like 7E and
Right.
stuff, and they're just derivatives. And you go, they're not even interesting. They're not even like a really interesting way of a derivative of the original.
Mm-hmm.
They're like almost a copy pasta.
Well,
I mean,
it's a very
at least
valid
we're
point
coming.
because there's so many derivative projects that I'm fucking priced out of, for God's sakes. Like,
Yes, yes,
uh, so it is interesting when you think about the idea of there are a lot of people that have heard about NFTs because of CryptoPunks, because Jay Z has one as a profile picture, because Snoop has one as a profile picture. Uh,
yeah,
that's only going to keep coming up. So as the mass adoption comes in, and we as Phantom kind of maxis go like we see it coming to Phantom at some point. Um, it's a very valid point that like there's no reason that these wouldn't have some kind of value because it is a really cool concept, this whole binary thing. Uh, and then, like you said, there are a lot of fucking shitty derivatives out there that are almost no different whatsoever from the original art, and they do have crazy floors.
yeah. Well, already Phantom Punks on Archean, this one, a few of them are sold for like 3,000 odd Phantom,
Oh yeah,
and I'm
that's a
like,
cheap
wow,
one. For
yeah,
fuck's sakes, that's a cheap Phantom Punk. The one that went in the auction for
wow,
4,000 was like that's a deal.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's interesting.
I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, well, this is an opportunity for us, us early Phantom people to maybe be getting into something that does grow in value like that. I don't know, but even if you attribute a 1% of the value, you are talking a serious uplift. So who knows? Who knows? But ultimately, um, I'm a buyer for things that I like the look of,
Mm.
that are cool. I'm not just buying purely to flip. I'm buying because I like it. Some I might flip,
Yep.
some I'm going to keep, and that sort of kind of brings me to something that I quite like about what we're doing with binary punks, which is having the physical punk as well. Because I not only do I want them to be affordable, but I want to people to when they actually purchase, I want them to feel like they're getting good value
Mm.
for money, and that's why I wanted to create a physical version as well. Um, and so we're there. I haven't got the sample should be coming next week, and I can post if you want a little the drawings. They're only rough drawings, but a
Yeah,
kind
if
of
you want
idea of
to
how.
post that in the
Yeah.
voice chat text above our live AMA in
Yes.
here.
Okay. So these are only rough drawings, but you'll get the idea. So, so this is like
Right.
it's an acrylic slab, clear acrylic slab. So the binary punk is printed on the back, and you see it through the slab. Slab's about half an inch thick, and it's about a 5 inch by 5 inch
I
wide.
want one of these. Fuck. It's just a
It's
cool little
yeah,
desk piece, yo. Like,
yes, exactly.
fuck.
So you're just gonna sit on your desk, and you can stroke
Yeah.
it, and whatever. It's gonna be cool. So, but you only get they're all unique. So there's only one of every number. So if and you can only have it. You have to prove that you've bought the pump. You would need to. I'll obviously set up the actual situation, but I'd need to be given the details that you minted it, and then you can have your physical. All I ask is that you pay the postage and packing for me to send it out to you. But you will get it. Everyone will get it. They're punk, beautifully boxed, branded. It's gonna look sick. It's gonna be like getting something from Apple through the post. That's how I perceive this. And it's just I just want it to be a really nice piece that people really feel good about and they want to open up and if they like it that much they can do a little boxing opening
Yeah.
video and
Yeah.
post it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
So
it's a big thing, right? Like it helps with the marketing.
mm,
I'm a big fan of the idea of providing a lot of value up front because there is a
yeah,
fuck ton of projects coming out that feel like they're trying to steal all my fanties. So it does feel like even me as a collector, in the projects that I'm now minting because I just can't keep up with all the mints. That it is
mm,
like I want to see a decent amount of value up front, because
yeah,
I get promised value from every project. That I can. There's enough hopium for everybody. But the value prop up front is a big deal, and I'm a big fan of physical shit. Uh,
yeah.
so that aspect is a huge deal for me.
Well, while you mention that, that is something that is in discussion at the moment with official NFTs. That we're looking at producing
Oh shit.
individual. Yeah, so you can only. I think I'm right. Hopefully, J Money will be okay with me saying all this. But I think the idea is
He
that
loves alpha
we
on here.
you
Yeah.
um, you can you can have the T-shirt of any that the one that you've minted. So only you can have it. That'll only be available to you. So you specific. So I think
That's
that's right. Something along those lines.
that's cool.
But I'm sure J Money will clarify all that once he knows what's sort of it's being worked on at the moment. So,
That's cool.
sorry. Can I just? I'll quickly just answer anything in the chat here. Someone's put. Right. So yes. So the way it's going to go, there is going to be a whitelist, which I'm going to give you the details on today. There's a couple of criteria to get on the whitelist. Basically, if you hold either a Titbit or a Shiba Punk,
Yes.
or you,
Yes, I love these fucking deals
um,
where everybody's making right now.
the reason for that, obviously, going back to what I said at the start, this was driven at the start by the fact that I wanted to help my man Golden, and so the link to people holding a Titbit is just, for me, it's like that's priceless. So that's one of the criteria, and obviously I'm part of the Shiba team, so it has to be Shiba Punk as well, or either one.
Awesome.
And also, Spirit are partners with me, and there's going to be a Spirit option as well. I think that's going to be released shortly as well. There's Nazaru might be able to post here what that criteria is, but so they're the sort of three ways. So you get onto the whitelist. The whitelist will be open. Probably roughly like maybe 8 hours before it goes live. And
how many will you be able to list, or how many will you be able to mint on whitelist?
You can mint as many as you want.
Okay.
So I'm not going to restrict anyone. I'm just going to go, right, it's a free for all. You go for it, do what you want. And I think we're going to set it at 2,000 available on the whitelist, so that when it goes live, the first 3,000 are priced at 80 Fantom.
Okay. First three,
obviously, if the white
first 3,000 are at 80 Fantom. Okay, let's run.
Yep.
Okay. And only 2,000 are available during whitelist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that then there is a free for all for everyone
for 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then after that they go up 10 Fantom every 1,000. So even the most expensive, the last 1,000 are still only 150 Fantom. So they're still not outlandish.
So this brings a lot of value to Titbit and Shiba Punk holders, because you get to unlimited mint these in the very beginning for the cheapest price. I like this.
Yeah. And I'll just mention, I'm definitely not on coke. I promise you guys. If I sound enthusiastic, yeah, I am. I'm not gonna lie. But no, I've been chilling out to John Hopkins for the last 2 hours. I'm definitely not on coke. So I think even if you get to that point, it's still still a good price, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But yes, the whole 8,000 that's left will be available from that moment. As for when that's going to be, I haven't got a certain time, but we're probably middle of next week, something like that. So I just want to make sure I will have everything complete. I should have everything complete by end of play tomorrow. I'm doing sort of the rares and stuff like that at the moment. And then I pass it to my dev to sort out contracts and Minter and everything, and he'll give me his timings on that.
Yeah, I would say don't rush this.
I don't know yet.
If I can make potential recommendations, I would say don't rush this. Yeah, make sure you can mint and you can view your card right then and there, because I've been in a part of a couple projects where you mint and you have no idea where to view it, or it has a really, really hard time viewing, which can be a pain and can turn me off of minting more. Yeah, that's kind of what my recommendations off the get-go.
Yeah, so once we do have a proper date, I will obviously let you know, and we can get that out and let everyone know that there is a specific launch date. But we will come to that. There will be a website. That's where you will mint it. It's in production at the moment. I've got to go through and finesse it, but it's mostly built. So that's all ready. So you'll be able to mint and view all your punks there, and there'll be an attributes page which just gives you an idea of the different attributes and some samples of the sort of rare ones and so on.
Okay, one thing I do have to clarify to everybody, because it did just kind of ring a bell in my mind. This whole tiered pricing system. So 3,000 at 80, the next 1,000 at 90. Now, if there's a punk remember, if there's a punk that you like, you know the number of it. So you might have to
You
wait
do.
until 7,000
Mm-mm.
to mint for 120.
Right. It's a random mint, man.
Oh, is it a random mint?
Yeah, it's a random
Oh,
mint.
okay, okay.
So you're not going to know. You'll
Okay.
know.
Oh, okay.
Well, you won't
Oh,
even know
cool.
whether it's minted, will you? Because you'll only know if someone's got it. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you can't wait. And if you're waiting for 3,100, because that's the most valuable CryptoPunk, it isn't the
Right,
3,100 minted. It could be number one, or it could be
right,
999
right.
or 9,999. So yeah, it's
Julian,
random. Yes. Hello.
can we leak some designs here?
Yes, we can. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Absolutely.
it.
Well, I'm gonna leak a few. These are some rares, which I did show Tinfoil earlier. So I'm gonna post one
I'm
there.
sending. I'm sending it now.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Oh, oh, the Tinfoil
So
Realist one.
there's only one of
Yo,
those. Okay. Um,
yo.
there's going to be a few spirit ones. So they'll be pretty cool. I'll vary them. I've got a few others here we can show you.
Yo, I wonder if is Selleck in here right now? Because that would be cool as fuck if he could see his artwork in binary.
I'd love to do a Selic one if he's here and he wants me to use a background. I'm up for it. We've got
Awesome.
a Titbits one there. I'm doing some bits. I'm doing some bits with 8-bit. So we've got an 8-bit one.
Oh my gosh, you guys are doing them all. This is how you launch a 10K project. This is what I'm talking about. This is like, you're touching in all the communities. I like the whitelist. You know, I really liked the Pepe Tarot cards. Just did this mint, and if you were a Gantum Stone holder, you got whitelisted. Like I really like this. This is what I'm talking about. Why I shit on portal heads all the time is because all these projects are interacting with each other and trying to bring value to each other, and it's what the Fantom ecosystem is about. Spirit tries to bring value to Spooky, and vice versa, which is something that doesn't happen on other chains. So why aren't our NFT projects doing the same thing? And I love that they are now. This is awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's like this one here I've just posted, the Phantom C one. We're obviously going to be going on to Phantom C. Lord Shiba Phantom's going to have us as what do you call it, curated project or whatever, but we will be on there. And why Phantom C is really important to me is one of the other. I mean, I'm straight up. I took this from Portal Head, but there are going to be royalties that go back to original holders.
Yep. Hey, learn. I like it.
Yeah. So it started at 1%, but I might be able to shift that up. But obviously, the point being, that you have to be an original holder to get that royalty into perpetuity. So there's an incentive to buy at the start, and B. So you're getting you're going to get your digital NFT, you're going to get a physical one to pay the postage, and you're going to get royalties if you do sell. But I personally, if I
for 80 FTM folks, for 80 Fantom,
80 FTM, yeah,
plus shipping.
But
Jesus.
Yeah, but as a punter, I don't want to buy one because I want to keep one. I'm going to have to buy two. So in some ways, in my eyes, a 10K mint all of a sudden becomes a 5K mint because I'd have thought a lot of people go, I want one to keep, I want one to flip.
Okay, quick question.
And that's certainly how I would fit.
Now, the acrylic acting like a unlockable content? So if I mint, if I say I mint 10, and I want to claim, I only want to claim one acrylic. Like I want one to hold forever. The rest I'm planning on flipping.
Right.
Is it like basically the first person that claims the acrylic?
No. There is one acrylic for every punk. It's unique to every punk, so it's numbered. So if you've got like that little drawing shows, if you've got punk 117, you will get acrylic 117. It is completely unique. So if you mint 10 and you want all 10, you will get those 10 numbers in physical form.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, when it comes to the secondary market.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have all 10 acrylics.
Yeah.
Or are you escrowing acrylics?
No. So you'll have them. So you're the original owner. You have the digital and the physical, and then you decide in the secondary market what you're selling. Now,
Right. Right.
This could create some game theory. I don't know, but some people will go. I know if it was me, if I was a buyer in the secondary market, I want to be buying both. I'm not interested in just having the digital. I want the physical as well.
Yeah.
So if someone doesn't have the physical, I'm going to move to someone who has got the physical to sell. Does that make sense?
Right.
Julian,
Mm.
he's basically asking like, can I sell my binary punks with the acrylics on it?
Yeah. So like basically, I don't claim the physical acrylic. Like I only want one acrylic.
Okay.
And
Alright.
I minted 10 of these things. I only want one acrylic.
Yeah.
To post 9 on the secondary market with the acrylic that I don't have to worry about. I don't want it. I don't want it in my hands. I don't want to have to deal with taking care of it for the next buyer. You get what I'm kind of saying?
Yes, I do. The acrylic will be sat waiting to be sent to whoever. So if you decide you don't want it to be sent to you, the buyer will then have to message me to say, I am now the holder of this punk.
Right.
Here's the ID and everything. Please can you send me the acrylic,
Right.
and I'll send you the postage.
Right.
So yeah, so if you only want to take one, but you want the other 9 to be stationed with me until they're ready to go to someone else, and then that can happen.
Right. Okay. That's what I was wondering, because I know like on Ethereum, like for instance Ethereum, I have a pair of shoes right now. I have an NFT that the unlockable content. If I click the unlock and sign a transaction, I can claim the physical shoes to be delivered.
Right.
And I've been sitting on that for like a year now, not having claimed the shoes, as I'm still figuring out my game theory.
Yeah.
To what I'm doing with this, because part of me
Okay.
thinks, yeah, I'll claim the physical, because what if other people aren't claiming and then something happens to artist and she can't make any more physicals? Then if there was supposed to be 100 physicals but there's only 10, then I have one of 10 physicals plus the NFT.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of game theory to that. So that's what I was wondering. And I guess that's part of why so part of our shitting on Arteon has been the unlockable content thing. Was like an immediate recommendation that we made when we were all beta testing this.
Right.
Because exactly what I was just asking, that idea of almost making it a little more trustless, I guess, in the sense of not having to get contact information to DM or anything like that. It's just click a button, claim, fill a form out, boom.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, the text basically built into it. But I don't think Arteon has that right now.
Well, coming back to the Fantom C element, that's going to be the best resale market for sellers or holders, because Fantom C recognizes the holder as having the royalty percentage, whereas as far as I know, Tinfoil and Arteon don't.
Right.
So that will make Fantom C a far more attractive marketplace for sellers.
I've been hearing a little bit about Fantom C. I've seen a couple people pretty hyped up about Fantom C.
Yeah, well, that's Lord Shiva Phantom's. When he brings something, it's going to be good. So that's all I can say.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. So, it's going to be exciting. So,
I you know what? Honestly, it's funny because we were all so hyped about Artian, and I find Paint Swap is just absolutely killing it. I believe Fantom C is going to absolutely kill it too because they're similar to Paint Swap. They're active in our Discords. They're jumping in these live hangouts. They're asking the questions. They're taking the Paint Swap's putting fucking Uman sales bots in Uman's Discord, for God's sakes. Like, it's the little things that they have no business doing. They don't have to do that. That's usually like some community member trying to bring value to Umans that's doing that. But no, this is an NFT marketplace that's like, no, we're going to step up because there is a bit of a competition in the NFT market space on Fantom. So personally, as a collector, I appreciate the shit out of it. And then there's also the idea of like there's some pretty nasty arbitrage opportunities between all the marketplaces.
I think that's always going to be the case. I think that's what makes things, interesting and vibrant at the end of the day.
Yep.
You want a vibrant resale market. If I truly believe that the bridge is going to bring a lot of value to our space, and I think that here we are getting ourselves set early. That's how I see it. Being holders of really good NFT projects, for when the hordes come in with their cash from Ethereum and they go, oh Jesus, we can post and we can buy and sell for absolutely nothing, no gas fees, like Ethereum. They're going to be all over Fantom like a rash, and we're going to be sat pretty. It's going back to precious metals. I always used to say that, have an analogy for it. Holding like 1 ounce of physical silver, it was like musical chairs. Okay, there's 400 people dancing. There's one chair left, and when the music stops, you're already sat on that chair because you're holding the physical silver. All those other 400, they've got claims on silver, but they don't actually hold it because there's too many claims on the actual physical. And in the same way here, we're going to be sat on really good NFT art before the masses come in, and we'll be the ones that make the good gains off the back of that.
Right.
Because that money will come in.
Yeah.
That money will come in from Ethereum. So it's definitely exciting times for Fantom and all of us in Fantom and this community. So,
but to be honest,
it's going to be pretty cool.
That's part of the reason I hold on to my Shiba Punks, because I personally think that Shiba Punks are a big deal when ETH money starts moving over and mainstream adoption starts moving in. Because when dudes on my job site are talking about knowing more about Shiba Inu coin than they do about Fantom, and now they're hearing about NFTs and they're hearing about CryptoPunks and they go, oh, fuck, a Shiba Punk. Like, that's fucking interesting. Why wouldn't that pump, right? Like, I agree with you completely. Like, I think there's a fuck ton of money coming into this. Hence why, I am perfectly fine being 98% into NFTs. Because, I see a ton. This is going to be $1 trillion network at minimum. There's money to come in here, and being early in here, just knowing how this community operates, like it's almost like good things die. Like we'll do everything. Protocols will work together and do collaborations to just bring value to everything as possible. And like you're a great example of this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, awesome. I truly believe that. I since we came into Fantom, it was like, I'm never leaving here. It's came off Ethereum, went, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
it's just chalk and cheese. And but aside to that, just the kind of community aspect of Fantom is like no other area on crypto that I've really come across. It's genuinely really cool, and yeah, it just feels like everyone's looking out for each other and looking at ways to build value in the ecosystem. It's fantastic. I was listening to Owen, your YouTube video of Owen yesterday, and the stuff he's building, sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
And that's great to hear.
And that's what I mean. Like all of a sudden, you got projects that are. It's the same idea as like what Visa buying that CryptoPunk was like. Oh fuck, this is game changing.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is you're talking about marketing and owning an asset on balance sheet at the same time, and you're buying directly and getting to market directly to the community that you want to buy into. So then Visa did that, and it was like, okay, light bulb clicked for me. And then I seen Nodes buying Umans, and it was like, oh fuck, yeah, this follows that marketing thesis. Like a node has to attract people to stake their Fantom on it. So I want to show my, community membership by holding Umans, showing that I am a member of a community as a node. And so now we've reached the point of, okay, now there's even NFT projects that are doing this, where it's like not only can I bring value to my project by adding a utility, but if I add utility to other NFTs in the ecosystem, then that brings more eyes and utility and value to my original NFTs and my project. Yeah, I find this whole thing like just so wild.
Definitely. And the visibility thing is very much one of the reasons why I chose to do this as a first project, because CryptoPunks is synonymous with the whole NFT space. It is the one key collection. So to have an exciting and interesting derivative of that on Fantom just seemed to be a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now that will be borne out by the market at the end of the day. Whether I think it's one thing me thinking I've put something together that looks really cool, but everyone else has to think that as well. And that's Portal heads are finding that everyone, and 10k min is an ask. So I will soon find out whether my thoughts and ideas are what everyone else likes, or I'm just sitting in the corner on my own.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do a quick little breakdown, and then if you're all right to open the floor up to questions. But what we have coming is there are 10,000 punks done in this binary form. Each punk, if you mint a punk, you will have the option to get an acrylic. This cool ass fucking physical copy of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2,000 whitelist 2,000 punks available on whitelist. To get on whitelist, you either need to be a Tipit holder or a Shiba punk holder. If you do hold one of them, you can mint as many binary punks as you would like during whitelist, but there are only 2,000 during whitelist.
Yeah.
After that, there's going to be 1,000 at 80 FTM for the public. And then every 1,000 punks, the price will go up 10 FTM. So during the last 1,000, the price is 140?
150.
150, right. Okay.
So the whitelist price is 80 Fantom as well.
Okay, perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, the floor is yours. If you have any questions, feel free to. I mean, don't be crazy about this, but yeah, I'm sure we can be adults here and step up and questions. Who wants to join? I'm gonna unmute the people that I muted, like J Money. Sorry, J Money. No questions, folks?
I actually have one. I didn't know that I could talk. What?
Yeah, go for it.
I kind of missed it. What was the price on the whitelist again for mint?
80
80.
Fantom, first
Okay.
3,000. So the first 3,000 in total are 80 Fantom. It's just that the 1,000 of that will be available to anyone rather than just on the whitelist.
Great. Thank you.
That's good.
I've got a quick question here. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the acrylic? I'm obviously interested in the kind of the physical representation.
Sure.
Can you tell us just the size and everything?
Yeah, so it will be around about 5 inches square, pretty much square, and about half an inch thick. So it's a clear acrylic, and the binary punk is printed on the back, so you see the punk through the acrylic. Everyone is individual, unique to the punk that you mint. So if you mint, 117, number 117, that is the punk that you would receive. There's only one of those, and that's it. And that's what you'd send. You just pay postage packing to receive it, but it's yours if you want it.
I absolutely love that. I'm sure those are going to be gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for taking the question.
I'm really looking forward to them. Yeah, I think they're going to be really cool, and they come all boxed in binary punk packaging. Like I say, it's going to hopefully you'll feel like you're getting something from Apple when it comes to the post. It's that sort of feeling.
I need a desk
That's
piece
what I want.
so bad. And
Yeah.
I've already had so much fun unboxing NFTs. I've done videos for them. I did the unboxing for the Uman. It's a lot of fun. Similar to opening a card pack, right? Like, we love minting. Having a good unboxing experience is a deal now. Like,
Definitely.
I think you're providing so much value up front, and I really, really enjoy it. I'll give the floor back.
I was just going to say, someone's posted the Discord group. That's where you go. That's where the whitelist will be. If you join up there and get yourself on the whitelist, be lovely to get some people into the Discord. There is actually we've got a little competition, giveaway rather than competition. Once the Discord gets to 1,000 members, then there's going to be I think it was 5 punks are going to be given away to 5 of those 1,000. Was it 3? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, 3 punks. If you get in there, if you're in the first 1,000, then you will be drawn out of the hat.
So actually, part of my question for you, I'm assuming you as a team, are you guys participating in the mint?
Will I be? I'm going to be buying. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Nice.
Yeah. There is some that is being minted for the team and for giveaways, but I will also be buying. So. Yeah.
Awesome.
But I won't buy on the whitelist and just leave that for others to.
Awesome.
Get in.
I'm glad you stated that. Oh, we got Dual Labs up in here. Nice. What's up, Dual Labs? Guys, any other questions?
So I have a question, maybe suggestion, that if people collect enough of the binary and get the physical copy, maybe a competition to see somebody who can do something artistic with a few copies of the physical copy. I was thinking even just framing a few of them and lighting them up in a cool way, or putting them in an infinite background. There's a lot that you can do with just the base that you're giving, and I think that'd be a cool community contribution.
That's nice. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Dude, I just seen some guy, some post on Twitter. Some dude built a table, like a glass coffee table, but the bottom is a fucking NFT display. So as you look through the glass, his NFT that he put in there was like an aquarium with fish swimming around. But like, yeah, we're starting to get into cool ways to display NFTs.
Well, I've seen tables before where they've got like sort of glass pieces, which effectively these acrylics are going to be like that. You could have a table which they sit in, so it's like, I don't know, say 12 by 10 of these acrylics all sat in little square compartments, and that's the full table.
Yeah,
you just have all your punks.
Yeah,
just there. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't say, by the way, which I will, the rares that I'm producing, there will be some special incentives. Incentives? I mean, if you mint them, there'll be some reward. So, like your Tinfoil Realist one, I'm gonna work out some kind of reward, like.
So not only do they get the reward, but then they're gonna be holding me hostage to have to fucking buy it off them.
But they'll get like 5x back what they paid.
Oh shit!
So if they minted it, So if they minted it for 100 Fantom, whoever gets that tinfoil one, then I will refund them 500 Fantom.
That's fucked. Oh my god, it's gonna be addicting.
Bit of fun, why not?
Yeah, you're damn right. It's gonna be a bit of fun.
One more question, if I may. I kind of came in late, so sorry. So basically, how many of the acrylics are gonna? It's a roll, right? So they're not every binary is gonna have an acrylic. How many acrylics will there be?
Oh no, everyone will have its own acrylic.
Really?
They're all they're all unique to each one. So if you buy 10, you will get 10 acrylics that match the 10 that you.
Yeah. That is ridiculous. Wow. Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sick.
That's right.
It's so sick. I'm fucking hyped.
I'm probably going to have a fair bit of fulfillment to do over the next the coming months.
Yeah, you should talk to J Money about fulfillment issues.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Still part of the game.
Yeah. Anybody else got any questions? Looks like the floor is clear. You sir killed this. I really like what you're doing. I like that you took your idea we talked weeks ago. You've evolved it a little bit. There's no problems with sitting back, seeing a project come up with an innovative idea like the perpetuity royalties. Throw it in my project, sure, why not? I like that. To me, you're providing a fuck ton of value off the get-go for a low mint price. I like that you're incorporating the tidbits and Shiba Punks. I mean, the fact that this is all for Golden in the first place, who's a very valuable member of this community. It touches the human part of me. I really enjoy this, man. I really enjoyed this AMA.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I hope that everyone that mints feels that they're getting full value in their mint. And 150 Fantom with a physical sat on your desk, you'll be going, yeah, that was well worth it.
Yeah, so, and that's the final 1,000 are at 150.
Yeah,
exactly, like the first 3,000 are at 80. So I'm big fan. Will be participating in this one, that's for sure.
No worries. And there'll be some other little things. I'll just drop this in here. I've made up, or getting made up, some
nice
little cats and stuff. These are just rough visuals, but I will have some giveaway caps to go at some point as well. So we'll do some fun little
sick
comps along the way. I'd like you to do some if you're up for it.
Damn right, that's awesome. Yeah, cool. I'm really looking forward to this.
And talking of which, there are some. You're going to do some giveaways, aren't you, at some point?
Right, we're supposed to do giveaways.
We forgot about that one.
We did forget about that one. How you want to do a giveaway?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about it. We just talked about it beforehand and went, yeah, we'll do that, but we never really said how we were going to do it. But if you want to have a think about it, it doesn't have to be right now, but if you want to do something that...
Well, King Ephraim stepped up here, asked a couple questions, had no problem jumping up on stage. I think that man deserves a giveaway win.
Yeah.
Guys, I just want you to know I'm excited, even if I don't win the giveaway. I'm ready to have a couple on my desk, guys.
Yeah.
I'm ready. That's giving it value for me, even at 150, all right? Like,
yeah.
80, insane. 150, still worth every penny, right?
Yeah.
Well, every penny.
Yeah.
Great. I love it. Thank you guys for answering my questions.
Thanks.
We got another one to give away? How many do we have to give away?
Oh, we got 3 to give away.
We have 3 to give away. All right. So King Ephraim gets one. Who do I want to give another one to? That's a good question. I'm gonna say I want to give one to Ringo. Ringo, as a big member of this community, I like the mouse pack. I like what you're doing with the mouse pack.
Yeah.
Again, I like the idea of these projects collaborating and doing cool things. Like, you know, Mousepack's doing these like generative assets, starting to work on like a closet and stuff. So again, it's a project that's bringing more than just a JPEG. And you know, they're doing giveaways with they did giveaways with me. Are doing giveaways with everybody else. Yeah, I'm a big fan of what you're doing with Mousepack. So Ringo, you get a binary punk.
Thanks, man. Also, it's pronounced Rhino, but
okay, I'm sorry, Rhino. I appreciate that. Thanks for not letting me know the entire first AMA we had.
Oh. My bad.
One more question, if you guys don't mind. I know you're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Have at it.
So,
plenty of time.
I know I'm asking a lot. What? Because I'm looking at like Chin's background, and man, it's looking sick nasty, right? So what's the size of these things? Like the acrylics?
They're about 5 inches square, approximately.
Okay.
It's probably about the Fantom Punk sticker size.
Yeah, and about half an inch deep, so they will actually sit on your desk.
Beautiful, man. Awesome. I'm very excited for these. Thank you again for answering.
No worries, man.
Yeah, how fucking good does this thing look? Goddamn.
Wait.
Goddamn. All right. Who else was in here hanging out for a while? You know what? Natural Voids, you've been in here almost since the get-go. Natural Voids. You get a binary punk.
Awesome.
Just gotta do the Oprah. You get a binary punk and you get a binary punk.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, guys.
So good.
Thanks for everybody hanging out here. This was, I think, our most. This was our busiest AMA I've had so far. I appreciate everybody coming out to hang out. Again, we didn't get in, people didn't interrupt. This was awesome. Yeah, I'm super happy about this project. This was a great fucking AMA. What can you just if you had a timeline potential, like we can expect this in a month, in a couple weeks, in a few days? Yeah.
Going live, I would say around about a week.
Right on.
So,
So get your
I
fancies
will
ready,
get a
folks.
proper launch. Yeah. I will get you a proper launch date as soon as I know.
Yep.
Once I've got the timings from the devs for setting up the contracts in the mint and everything.
I like a little bit of time
and
because I gotta get some
Yeah.
liquidity and whatnot. So
Yeah. So, but something like that. And then, as far as the acrylics are concerned, once I start sort of getting people going, yeah, I do want one. The orders will get put in, put out there. I don't know the lead time yet, so you have to sort of bear with me on that. But they will come. They will happen, and they will look sexy as fuck. So.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, once again, I really appreciate this. Thank you for giving me your time. But anyways,
Well, thank you. Thanks for the time.
We gonna call this a wrap, folks. Yeah, go check out Binary Punks on Twitter. Share the shit out. They got some giveaways happening. Discord, on Twitter. So
I'm always around if anyone wants to chat in the Discord or anywhere else. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we wanted to send a 10K or a message to another 10K project that was out there, this could be the way to do it, folks. Yeah, really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Binary Punks team. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, so I'm JMC ADG if you ever want to use it that, but otherwise I'm Julian. So.
Oh, awesome.
That's how you pronounce it.
I appreciate you, Julian, and JMC.
No worries.
Appreciate that, man. Take
care,
everyone.
That's my initial.
All right,
Thank
fellas.
you.
And any ladies that are in here, take her easy.